Hi there. uh, in this video, I want to talk a little bit about cancel culture. Um, I haven't heard that term uh, somewhat like for a while recently, or you know, but it still exists. I think the whole idea of cancel culture still exists, and I think you know the best way. I think I was reading a book talking about how people of goodwill can actually refuse to kind of go along, you know, privately as well as like in situations where they feel they can make a difference. I think in the book it was saying that you can stand with those who are being kind of like thrown under the bus. Um, you know, it can be very easy to see someone who is a victim of cancel culture and to just kind of cancel them out as well, knowing that you may be the next person on that, you know, invisible list that kind of just happens. Um, a good question to ask is why have we kind of like adapted or adopted this kind of like idea that people are indispensable? Because I think really at the heart of cancel culture is the idea that um, kind of like my rights trump or cancel out your rights, and so whenever we see people saying things or doing things that uh, go against what I believe personally, then the whole idea is to kind of make them go, like just to kind of cancel them out, right? So it's a I think it's a secular concept. I think it's a secular idea because if you think of like all of the world's great religions, I don't think that concept of canceling other people out is part of like the world's great religions. Like Christianity teaches to love your neighbor, to do good to your enemies. And I think at the heart of the other religions, there's a sense of that you're made in the image, or we're made in the image of God. So um, I think a lot of it is driven by profit, personal profit, and also the advancement of society, whether it's technological advancement or any kind of materialistic kind of advancement. So I think if somebody is standing in the way of that progress, then that person loses their value, right? So I think as the world has shifted from like a Judeo-Christian worldview to more of a secular worldview, uh, people have really have become dispensable, right? And that's not good because uh, you know we are interconnected as a species, and the moment we start to disqualify people from being part of our culture or our circle or whatever it is, then we're we're basically breaking that bond that everybody has with everyone else, right? I think the idea that life is temporary, and when you cancel out the idea that there's an afterlife, or something after we leave this world, then I think everybody focuses on the now, right? They focus on what's going to advance me, what's going to make me happy now, what's going to advance me personally now, and we lose the whole concept of rewards for good and evil. Because if there are no rewards for good and evil when we leave this earth, then there's no motivation for me to be a good person, or to be a religious person or a spiritual person, because then I'm just living for my own personal advancement while I'm here on earth. And I think that's the heart of this whole thing about cancel culture, is that when we lose the goal, like I think it's another word is the telos, the goal of like what religion stands for, and that's not just to be good people here and now, but to live for a future life, then we completely lose the motivation to be kind people to one another now. And that just, I'll say one last thing, that just makes religion even more important during this kind of period or thing, this period that we're going through right now, is that religion becomes even more, and I think that's why, more important, I think that's why religion is being attacked, is because it does have that goal, that telos of beyond this life. And I think when we forget beyond this life, that's when people who are made in the image of God just get put aside, and they're not going to advance my own personal profit, right? So anyways, that's about cancel culture. Thanks. Bye.